we welcome in our recruiting expert, Tom VanHaaren, into the program. Tom, what's going on? Welcome to the Kickoff. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm a little jealous of all those swag bags you guys are talking about. I want some of that.
Hey, did you have a favorite? Real quick, just give me a favorite.
Yeah, I mean, the PlayStation, you just can't beat that, right? I mean,
No.
What do you do with that? You can't even buy those in some places.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Get it and flip it. All right, Tom, let's get down to business. We have to obviously start with the news. Travis Hunter, the number 2 overall recruit in the nation, the best cornerback, who was all eyes on Florida State until in the 11th hour at the goal line, flipped the script and decided to go to Jackson State. Before we get your take on it, let's relive how that all went down.
This one look real good too, but I'm gonna say that for later. I like this one. It fit me well, but that ain't who I want to go. It's always been on my mind. But check me out, Mom. Throw me that hat.
Who says defensive backs can't catch? He had to make that catch, Tom. So obviously you've had a day to digest it. We all have. What's the impact?
Well, I almost broke my computer speakers when I was watching that live with how loud everybody there screamed when he announced that. But the impact is tremendous for Jackson State. This is a groundbreaking commitment. It's the first time a 5-star prospect has ever signed with an FCS school since ESPN started doing its rankings in 2006. You look at what Deion Sanders has been able to do there and how viral this moment went. The publicity for Jackson State and HBCU and Deion Sanders, when he was hired, guys, I remember there was a lot of conversation about whether it maybe was just for publicity, if this was going to even work. And now you look at what he's done. He went 11-1 this year as a coach. He got 4 ESPN 300 commitments last year, including his son, quarterback Shedeur Sanders. And his son, Shedeur, won the Jerry Rice Award for the top FCS freshman, the first time an HBCU player has ever won that award. So you look at everything that's happened now with Travis Hunter, with Deion Sanders, it's a perfect storm for Jackson State.
You know, and it comes on the back of the NILs. NIL seems to have completely changed this whole discussion of where these recruits can go. And I was reading something saying Travis is going to get over $1 million in NIL. So what is the impact of NIL, especially when we have like Dabo Sweeney and Gene Chizik, kind of disagreeing with what these are doing for the game?
Well, we should say that Deion did come out today and he said they don't have any money. And that NIL rumor about $1 million, he said, is not true. So we have to take him for his word on that. But you're right. NIL is factoring in for a lot of these prospects. And the way I've been putting it, Travis Hunter, he bet on himself because a lot of the elite level prospects, they're going to bigger Power 5 schools for the opportunity that comes with that. The alumni base. You look at Texas. Texas offensive linemen are guaranteed to make $50,000 a year through a fund that some Texas, a nonprofit, has set up for them. There's big money there. There's big opportunities there. And Travis Hunter passed all of that up to bet on himself at an HBCU, at an FCS school, to try to go learn from Deion Sanders. But that doesn't mean that he can't cash in on NIL opportunities. I just mentioned Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur actually today just announced a new NIL deal that he got with Tom Brady's new apparel brand, Brady, that's going to be launched in January. So there are opportunities now, I think, with NIL for a lot of these prospects to blaze their own path and create their own path and maybe end up at some of these smaller programs.
Tom, Jackson State withstanding, who did you see as the biggest winner from signing day?
It was Texas A&M, without a doubt. The day that the Aggies had and the class that they've put together, it's been incredible. And they have slowly crept up the rankings, guys. They were not number 1 when we started that day, and there was a battle that went back and forth between Texas A&M, Alabama, and Georgia, and the Aggies came out on top. They've got 3 5-star commitments right now. And they still have a lot left that's on the board. Prospects that haven't committed. There's a 5-star linebacker, Harold Perkins. There's an ESPN 300 cornerback, Denver Harris, who's going to announce on Friday. Both of them are considering Texas A&M. Shamar Stewart, a 5-star defensive end, still considering Texas A&M. He's going to announce in February. So as good as a class that Jimbo Fisher has right now, we could see them maybe add up to 5 ESPN 300s. 5 5-star prospects total in this class if all goes right for them. So Jimbo Fisher beats Nick Saban on the field, and now he's got a good chance to beat him in the recruiting trail as well.
Wow.
Listen, I've been in College Station before. I know they got some money too, so I know some Benjamins are going to be flying around. So that's obviously a big winner. If you guys want to see who Tom thinks is a big loser from this signing day period, make sure you read his column on ESPN. Plus, Tom VanHaaren joining us.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.